Hello guys, this is Feeding Frenzy 91, and for those of you who don't know, the Battlefield beta came out on Friday for all those who didn't pre-order. For those who pre-ordered, it came out Monday, I think. Anyway, but I'm gonna talk about the beta, but I don't have Battlefield gameplay in the background because I last time I did that for the Battlefield 3 beta, I got third-party content violation because I don't know whether apparently EA doesn't like unless you have their permission. I guess it doesn't like they don't like you talking about their beta. But anyway, the beta, when I first went, I was excited since they had the level. They said they showed it was the level that we saw on E3 where the building falls. Really great level, and it's like just so massive when you play Conquest or Domination. But I don't feel the need to play Domination on Battlefield since when I play Battlefield, see Call of Duty, I can play Domination on because I'm just playing 6v6 and it's really close quarters anyway. Now with Battlefield, when I want to play it, I want to play in a vast open landscape because I want it to feel like I'm on a battlefield, not like where I'm just close quarter shooting. I'm on an actual just open map where everything's happening and it's just I'm like a little speck of this whole massive battle that's going on. And really, it did give me that with the new level and everything. But I'm just going to go on three basic topics: graphics, gameplay, and my last topic is really just a kind of conclusion on whether the beta really like sold me the game or not. Anyway, so with graphics, I'm sorry, but at least for this gen console, I don't see a difference between Frostbite 2 and Frostbite 3, and unfortunately, to me, it actually seems like the human features, okay, not the environments are lovely, okay, the buildings and everything they're great, but the features of like the facial features and the hand features and stuff, they actually look worse than they did in Battlefield 3. I'm sorry if anybody thinks the other way, but it just looks worse to me during the beta. I know it's a beta, but I'm just saying my opinion here about the beta. So the graphics, I hope that with next gen, I hope with next gen I would that they will increase the graphics greatly because right now the graphics, well, Battlefield always suffered on consoles in comparison to computers, so I don't know whether the next gen will look a lot better or whether it once again will suffer on consoles in comparison to computers. I don't know, but I hope that it'll look a lot better. Anyway, but with the beta at least, you get to play with it's only 12v12 right now, but I imagine that the level is actually made for 32v32 because right now the level where the building falls, which is Shanghai, it really with 12v12 it is really hard to like a lot of times you're running just looking around, because the map is so massive. I mean, it's you thought Battlefield maps in Battlefield 3 were big. This map is just huge. And it has so much elements to it. Has buildings where you can take elevators up. It has buildings that can one building that can fall, which is greatness. When you're in that building that can fall, it's just so the animation is really good, and it's just all in all the graphics for at least the area environment looks good. But the people need some work. All right, now let's go to gameplay. Gameplay is fun. It's just like, but it just feels like it doesn't feel different enough to me to Battlefield 3. It feels like I'm playing Battlefield 3 in a new level. That's the only thing that really feels a lot different than this one, other than the fact that they actually moved the knife button to LS, which was very nice, rather than RB like it was in Battlefield 3. I mean, I'm glad, thank you Battlefield or EA for doing that because that was annoying to me, and because I used to always, by instinct, click the right down on the bottom on the right stick to knife, and then I used to be like, oh crap, I'm in Battlefield 3, it's RB, isn't it? So thank you, EA, for doing that. And also, I like the counter. The ability to counter the knife is very fun, and it's very nice to do. It's a good addition. It doesn't feel like when you get knifed, you're just gonna automatically die because you can counter the knife, and it's just really good. Now, other than that, the gameplay is pretty similar to Battlefield 3. You pick your whether you're recon or engineer and stuff like that. Then you pick your weapons. You pick you customize your class. You can customize a lot of things, and there are vehicles, helicopters. The thing is that I'm not sure once again whether this is because it's not in the next gen, but there were boats in this map during the trailer. Sorry about the noise. That's the ice cream truck going by. there were boats in this map in the trailer, and there are no boats in this map here, which kind of makes it annoying because there's only 2 bridges, and they're kind of far apart. So most people just swim over, but swimming is kind of dangerous because you have no weapons base, you get hit pretty quickly. I mean, at least you're allowed to dive to kind of dodge bullets, but still, with boats it would have been a lot easier and it would have been a lot more diverse. But I think boats are probably safe when it's 32v32 because it would be overkill to have also boats in this map, I guess, as a vehicle. Alright, also with the gameplay, I really like the command mode that I saw in E3. The problem is there's no command mode in the beta, and I would really like to test the command mode. Well, apparently, when you're not in command mode, the AI does something because sometimes the AI will be like, "There's this helicopter," and then it'll spot the helicopter for you, and you see the ships that the command mode is supposed to be. You see them like launch missiles sometimes, but there's usually at nothing. I think I saw it hit a helicopter once, but I'm not sure whether that was on purpose. But like I said, I really wish that command mode, because command mode is supposed to be this big new mode that's going to really show us a different way to play the game, and I really wish it was in the beta so we could test it out, see how it works. I mean, I really hope that they maybe put it in the beta eventually. I don't think so, but I kind of hope, because command mode was just really it looks fun to me. All right, and once again about gameplay, Battlefield 4 suffers from the same thing that Battlefield 3 does, at least in my opinion, because Battlefield 4, just like Battlefield 3, gets boring pretty quickly if you're not with a squad. The way the game is set out, it's made almost perfect when you have a squad of 3 or more people. It is so fun. When you have a squad, like you could play that game and it's just so fun. I mean, people that you know, like friends, not the random squad they put you in. Those don't usually work. But when you have a squad of friends who are like organized, one's an engineer, one's a medic, one's a assault, one's a sniper, it's just really fun. But when you're by yourself, it's not so much. And that's because, but that's been Battlefield for a while, and that's why I actually said, I don't know if I said in previous videos, but I did actually say it in a previous video, yes, that Battlefield suffers from that. That's why Battlefield doesn't sell as much, because there are a lot of gamers who don't have friends to play with. Even in this new online era, there are a lot of gamers who play by themselves most of the time, and with that, they don't play Battlefield because Battlefield isn't as fun by yourself. It's not nearly as fun by yourself because without a squad, it just takes away such a large aspect of the game that it's I wouldn't even, honestly, I wouldn't, if I didn't have a group of friends who were buying this game, then I wouldn't buy it either, because it's just not that fun alone. But overall, this Battlefield beta has been enjoyable. There has been frame rate droppings, yes, stuff like that. There has been messed up glitches, but it's really great. This Shanghai level really shows you that the maps at least have changed, and the gameplay is really good. Battlefield keeps to its basis. I mean, it still is one of the only first-person shooters to have a health pack rather than constant regenerative health, and I'm glad that it does. But um, the gameplay still could work. I don't know how, but maybe they need to find a new game mode that is specific for like one person. I'm not sure if Battlefield 3 had free for all because I didn't. I don't know if it came with the premiums because I know it didn't. I don't think it launched with free for all mode, but I cannot recommend this game to someone who doesn't play in a group. Battlefield is really squad based, so without a squad, it's not as fun. So I think they need to work on that. Find a way for a single person to have a really lot of fun. And I hope the command mode is great, which was in the beta. It's not, but I wish it was. And other than that, thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. God bless.